Hopefully this works. That took forever to set up, man. Got a couple new things, new lighting, new mic, and a new desk and all that stuff. Trying to increase the quality of this whole thing going on over here. Using my iPhone as or my Apple Watch as a viewfinder, basically. All right. Yeah, I should be like, okay. Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point. You should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on the island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence, when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the Trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Ugh. Why settle for a bunny with a hatchet when you can have everything you've ever wanted? Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's also good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then you die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island's really got me tilted. So who'll it be? I think it's obvious. I gotta go with the Huntress. Whee! That's what I'm talking about. Mummy. You and the Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look up thrums. It's a real word. I swear. And these nerves of excitement or terror. Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? I think so. Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived. A cabin in the woods, obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories, and you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job! The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side, as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you gonna invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? Haha, no! Oh. Is it just me or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang. But hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets line the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be the Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I'm more of a minimalist. I could learn to like this. It's so much. It's so much. Are you a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches and umbrellas? Are those someone's reading glasses? It's a bit much, isn't it? Huntress lights up. She's excited that you know all these random things are called. I so very badly want to know why humans carry around so many peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, which means I got plenty to share. Here, take this. A skull key. She gives you one of her precious shiny objects to keep. No one's going to talk about how the Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but does know what the word accoutrement Okay, moving on then. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many goodies on this island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster's pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at 420? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. Oh, perfect. You're not mad about it. But before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in, killer crabs. Oh no, it's an attack. A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws. Like Zoidberg, huh? You must act quickly. What will you do? Shield Huntress? Well, she definitely doesn't need to be protected. If anything, I need to be protected. Running and hiding is not great. I have no idea what a shashka is. But it's grabbing something. Even if it's like a cup, that's better than nothing. You quickly reach out and grab a shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a shashka is a Russian sword. Oh, really? Not an umbrella or a can of cola or anything else like that. Back to back with the Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy not to be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has this ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really got me thinking about what I want in life. Near-death experiences? Killer crabs? Alright. Those crabs must have been pretty beefy. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Yes. Yes. Yes! Maybe one day, no way, and of course. Yeah, with the right person. Maybe one day with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. A good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek little child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles her laugh, quiet, cute, and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories and we drank tea and imagined life far away from the woods. Somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive. Like thirst traps galore. I agree. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Kinda. Oh no, she's onto you. But onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visions of a dark cloud, Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belay some sort of hypnosis. Quick, validate her theory or try and push it off. Totally. I think you're onto something. What do you know? How long have you all been here? Do you remember anything about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. A bottle. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. Just a glass bottle. However, the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. Okay. Cock blocked. I don't appreciate that. You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. You douchebags. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like that voice that we could not hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. I'm denying it. Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there the whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I ever seen it. Heard you spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yes, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Wow, Trapper is the real deal. And by real, I do really mean by deal, I mean evil. Wait, what? And by real, I do mean really. And by deal, I mean evil. Oh, okay. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get it both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? As if. That sounds amazing. Yeah, as if. That life isn't for me, bro. I'm very impressed you can speak with implied quotation marks. That's very cool. This guy is a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn of the century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Patrick Bateman. Oh wow, American Psycho, huh? With a huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he were brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence and don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. Mummy. You run back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight. So tight you think you feel the life drain from your body for just a moment. But it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed you stood up to me. I appreciate someone giving me their totally honest opinion. Even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by clean up after you. But I'm hiring someone to do that for me the moment I get home. Oh, Trapper leaves you and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the water. It's pretty weird. No, that's not. That's dope. He's just gonna stay in there all night. He's just walking slow-mo. Going through a monologue in his head about how he lost. Shall we continue our date? Walking in slow motion. Huntress leads you back to her cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the force has completely changed. Nothing's familiar. Better not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops you up onto her back. Ah, piggyback ride. Huntress runs. Look at those arms. Wow. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for the mighty woods woman as she races by like the lead from that famous teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her a spider monkey. Huntress doesn't call you that. Whee! Eventually, she gently lowers you to the ground and you take in your surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Hunter prances about like a deer in the meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few cute woodland creatures. Ah, this is relaxing. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and sly, but I see right through them. They're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A mellifluous voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me. I'm ready. Oh, great. Huh. Perfect. Perfect. Come on. Not bad. Wow, that one was fast. Completely missed. Not bad. Tag! You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You're trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. I think I skipped a line, but they do say that. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time, but that's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. What if we let our pants down? Totally. Like what? Can I save? I can't save. I don't want to ruin it. I really don't. I'll have to do that later. Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods. Little perfect angels that need my protection. But if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark. But you feel the Huntress wouldn't admit this to just anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. You guys, I'm gonna kill you guys. Okay, we swear we're here for good reason this time. Yeah, no manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including the trickster. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on the screen at the same time again. So, believe me, they're all here. And they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone here is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, Ray seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart. He throws caution in the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with you. No, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyways. So I say we just do a simple salad or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo's gross. I'm fine with just lettuce. It doesn't have to be fancy. No iceberg though, it has no nutritional value. I don't think lettuce does at all in general. Letting Red choose was a mistake, that's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Power brokers. Would you like to share the rest of your day with us? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Aight, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Joke about having kids, tell of your brush with death. Today was nuts. We went to the Huntress's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. It's true, I fell asleep tonight to the delicious sounds of crunching crustaceans. That would have never happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kind of crabs. I have a little comb for the other kind. That's disgusting. He's got crabs. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve here has lots of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Alright, that's fair. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clear up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank you. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so... Ow, they ignored me. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice, though. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire's rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I am also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean. Not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if not only to get away from Ray's complaining.